welcome you to Miracosta College for day one of the Cleat Adelman Classic here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We are underway in our first of 3 games today. Jeff Steinoff, Mike Cepeda with you as we have Antelope Valley College taking on San Diego Miramar in our first matchup. And Michael, a tough schedule for Antelope Valley. Doesn't get a whole lot easier. Another 10-win team on the docket here today, taking on Miramar, who comes in with a record of 10-5.
10-5 on the year, and Antelope Valley, a very dangerous team. You look at their record. Obviously, they're below 500, but they're coming off a pretty good win versus the host team. The last time we saw them in the Compton Tartar Classic, they beat Compton on day 3 after going 0-2 to start that tournament last week. ELAC thumps them in the championship of the Cuyamaca tournament, but that was another tournament that they were playing very well. They had won 3 straight going into that championship game, but ELAC one of the top teams in the state, and AVC still trying to find their rhythm.
Both teams coming out a little bit cold from long range as they trade misses. Follings will fire from 18 in and out. Rebound Brown, and he'll follow it in. So Gianni Brown gets on the offensive glass. That gets the Marauders on the board with an early 2-0 lead. Den Herder starts a drive, tries the interior feed. He was looking for Cummings, but it's stolen. Marauders want to run, but they'll turn it over. Jalen Riley couldn't handle the pass from Follings. So the score remains 2-0. Follings will pick up Miller full court. It's Miller and Den Herder in the backcourt. Cummings along with Chapman and Seitz in the front court. For San Diego Miramar, will set the lineup for you for Antelope Valley momentarily. Double comes from Gomesy. Skip pass, they work it around. This is Seitz starting a drive on Bell. Shot clock at 9, 3 on the way, rims high, no good. Gomesy taps the rebound to himself. Riley along with Follings in the backcourt. Bell, Gianni Brown, and Ellie Gomesy up front for the Marauders. 18:05 to go. We're just underway. This is Bell on the wing. Shot clock at 12. Bell drives the lane, jump stop, scoop up, no good. Brown on the offensive glass again. His follow won't go, and a whistle and a foul called.
Not a bad sequence there for AVC, but that's a play there where Bell can wait, be a little bit more patient offensively, wait for the screen to get there from Gomesy, free him up to the basket, maybe play a little pick and roll action.
The ball stays with Antelope Valley. They'll bring it in baseline right. Gomesy fakes, drives. Shot from 12 feet, won't go. Cummings has the rebound. Miller gets it ahead to Den Herder. Now the Jets will set up. Long 3 for Seitz. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Bell.
Like Stephon Bell's play early here, asserting himself physically, and that's something that's been a bit of a question mark early on from the freshman.
Yeah, there's a rebound advantage that you can feel here for the Marauders in the early going.
Definitely wasn't that way versus ELAC, one of the reasons why they were beat thoroughly.
Follings hits from 15.
That's easy money there for Ciroc with the elbow.
4-0. Miller, hard drive, fans it outside. Den Herder open for 3. That's too long. Rebound, Gomesy. Marauders want to run. Follings off the good outlet. Has that stolen from behind by Miller. Saves it to Chapman.
Follings has to be better in transition there. He had a great opportunity to put some points on the board.
Cummings fouled on his way up. He's going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. Gomesy will pick up the foul. Seitz leads the Jets at over 20 points a game, 20.6 a game. As Cummings readies his free throws. Damian Miller, a little over 12. Artis Chapman, a little bit over 11 points a game. But Seitz going to be the man to watch here for Antelope Valley in this matchup as Cummings hits the first free throw. Cummings shoots 73% from the line. One more coming as Miramar is finally on the board.
AVC going with a little bit of a different look. Deion Troop, who got the start throughout the weekend or throughout the week in the Compton tournament.
Seitz with the steal, finds Miller. Left-handed layup is good. Just like that, we're tied at 4.
Have to be ready off the bench there, and that's a sloppy start for the second unit. Nice.
Good feed, and Riley can't get the layup to go. After Sykes had freed himself up on the drive, and another missed opportunity for Antelope Valley as Peyton and Sykes have checked into the game along with Jelon Tinnen.
You're on the doorstep, you got to finish that.
And John Taylor goes to his bench early. This one dribbled out of bounds off of Den Herder. .26 to go here in the first half.
Today's broadcast being brought to you by the Cochran Firm and Hunter Dodge of the West.
Peyton swings it across. Sykes with a step back three, and he hits it. So Sykes with the triple. Cummings running the floor. He'll lay it in. Well, they'll call that a 2 for Sykes, so we're still tied at 6. Peyton angles into the front court, picked up by Den Herder. More changes for Antelope Valley as Tyreek Perry heads to the bench. Terrific cut for Peyton, and he gets the layup to go.
Great feed there from Raleigh. And a quick timeout by Coach John Taylor. He's going to insert Tyreek Perry. Perry's going to enter either for Gomesy. Very likely, well, one of the bigs, because when Cummings gets down the floor like that, you just can't have that happen over the top.
Yeah, 9 deep in the first 4 minutes here for Antelope Valley.
Spread the word, everybody. www.socalcollegesports.com. We are broadcasting live from the campus of Miracosta College here in northern San Diego County. Also on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. Hey, you got an Apple TV, you got an Xbox, you got something with the YouTube app, SoCal College Sports 1. You catch this broadcast live and on the archived version. And this broadcast being brought to you by the Cochran Firm and Hunter Dodge of the West.
The Jets themselves trying to extricate themselves from a 3-game losing streak after they started out 10-2 this season, but they've dropped 3 in a row. The record now at 10-5. Peyton picking up Miller full court. Edgar Lopez has checked into the game for Miramar. Miller around a Cummings screen, fans it outside, open 3 is good.
Too easy.
Chapman. Well, they'll call that a long 2. No, they will give him the 3. Okay, 9-8. Miramar with the lead, a foul.
They're not giving away any cheap ones.
And see if that went on Lopez or Miller trailing the play. First, well, I have that as the first team foul on Miramar. 15:29 to go here in the opening half. I'll have a discussion about the shot clock. Riley gets it from Sykes. Riley directing traffic, shot clock at 16. Starts a drive on Miller, pokes it free to Sykes. Shot clock at 9. Sykes going to work.
Travel.
And he dragged the pivot foot and picks up the traveling call back to Miramar.
Just no
a spate of turnovers here early for Antelope Valley. They've come out a little sloppy.
That's about as good a way as you can put it there, Story. Exactly right. Right now, really no fluidity within the offense. And expect more here from Antelope Valley, and it is early.
Miller checked by Peyton. They work it around to Sykes. He'll try from way downtown. That's short. Long rebound. Miller able to pull it away from Sykes. Bell gets up high. Nearly has the steal, but it will stay with Miramar. Shot clock at 26.
Great effort from Bell getting up for that ball. If not, he had a man behind him. That would have been an easy layup for Miramar.
This is Miller at the controls. He averages just under 6 assists a game to go with his 12.3 points. Peyton picks up the foul. His first, second on Antelope Valley. And the Jets will bring it in baseline left with a 1-point lead. Sights up high to get that pass. Sights still scoreless early, so the Marauders have done a good job. Lopez driving on Sykes, goes high off the glass. It's good. And the call is going to go against Antelope Valley, so this will be a 3-point opportunity. Blocking call on Jelon Tinnen will send Lopez to the line, trying to convert a three-point opportunity. Meanwhile, Follings returns for Sykes. Lopez free throw in the air and in the basket. 12-8, it's a 6-0 run for the Jets, who've opened up a 4-point lead. Skip pass finds Payton in the corner. Payton checked by Chapman. Out front, this is Riley. Back to Payton, he'll try for three, that's good. JP knocks down the triple. That breaks the run and gets the Marauders back within one. Miller kicks it outside, three ball is good. Lopez going to town early. Edgar Lopez with 6 in a row. John Taylor wants another timeout. 13:58 to go in the first half, and Miramar with the early 15-11 lead.
For your unique business, you can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
Well, we can talk about Blake Seitz, Michael, but unless we have our uniform numbers mixed up, it's Edgar Lopez who has come in. And I am beginning to suspect that that might be right, not be right, because Edgar Lopez has not appeared in a game this year. Now, that's not unheard of, at least according to mine, but we should check that very quickly and see.
I will double check, but that's one hell of a debut.
Yeah, 6 points on the board. Sometimes uniforms do get switched around a little bit. Trying to get confirmation on that for you, but Troop has checked into the game for the Marauders as they go into the weave. Shot clock at 14. Troop enters it to Bell at the elbow. Bell backing down into the lane. Turnaround shot too strong. Gets his own rebound. Tapped away, but to Troop. Follings on the drive. Runner, no good. Cummings has the rebound for Miramar. They'll look to extend on the 4-point lead. Miller, hard drive to the glass, lays it up and in.
Late to react defensively, and AVC just really on their heels right now. You have to be concerned if you're John Taylor. Who's going to step up? Who's going to assert themselves? No Gomesy. No Johnny Brown.
Payton off a screen, thought about the three. Follings on the wing. Off to Troop. Kicks it outside Payton. Now he'll try for a three off the back iron.
Good.
Bell with another offensive rebound.
Might
Another
it be Stephon Bell?
For Antelope Valley. As the Marauders continue to dominate on the boards, and a whistle off the ball. Is this going to be on Cole Cummings?
That's going to be on Cummings. And that's a good job off of the ball within the flow of the offense by Jelon Tinnen.
This is a somewhat rare offsetting penalties here as Tinnen gets the foul call. That's his second, along with Cole Cummings. So,
double foul?
Yep. So
arrow in favor of ABC?
So both Cummings and Tinnen will check out of the game. This is Dion Troop. Payton running the baseline, and Miller in the passing lane nearly had the steal.
You know, be a player. Somebody's playing in the back. Somebody's playing in the passing lane. Back door. And as the passer, you have to read that.
Troop dancing on the dribble.
There you
Finds
go.
Follings.
Good curl.
Follings into the lane. Leaner, no good, but another offensive rebound. Brown on the offensive glass. He lays it in.
Rocco doing a great job creating separation, just no composure finishing the basketball.
Seitz on the drive. Left-handed runner, no good. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Miramar. Lopez with a baseline drive. Great feed
Charge.
Down low, but the offensive foul. Or no, this is a blocking call, I believe, isn't it, Michael? I thought he said blocking. No, it's going to go against Lopez. Okay. As you can see here on the replay. This is one here, and there you see the call.
Nice job by Brown getting there. Thought he bailed a little quick right before contact was initiated. But the call goes in favor of the Marauders, and they trail it by 4.
Bell pops out. Off to Troop. Off to Brown. He'll try for three, just short. Rebound on the floor. Peyton with a good battle, but it'll go to the Jets.
Like the activity on the boards here by Jalen Hinson.
Yeah, Peyton going after it, but Hinson able to ward him off, and ultimately the foul, I believe, called on Peyton on that, on the rebound? Because if so, that's number 2.
Yep.
And Peyton will check out.
Right on cue, yeah. Riley back into the ball game. So Riley, Fallings, Brown, Troop, and Bell on the floor right now for the Marauders.
Troop showing pressure against Damian Miller. Hinson finds Seitz. Back to Hinson, a little hesitation, lost the handle, but Miller able to save. Finds Seitz, shot clock at 8. Seitz on the drive. In some trouble, fade away is good. Blake Seitz is on the board.
Look, Blake Seitz, that is a post-work clinic right there. Does not lose his pivot, does not lose his composure, finishing the basketball. Double team here, tough
Troop
position.
Is trapped,
nice
good
pass.
feed to Brown. Fallings in from the right with the layup.
Better by Rocco, down low in traffic with the finish.
Nice composure by Troop, who was trapped on the near side here, but he finds Brown. Seitz misses from long range.
Yeah,
Troop has the long rebound.
Seitz with the green light from 30.
Yeah, he's got it from anywhere in the gym, it looks like. Riley will back off. Riley on the drive with the scoop and finish.
Yeah, I got a feeling if Riley sees that matchup, they're just going to ISO him, maybe bring a pick over. He beat a man to a spot. It's funny because his man knew where he was going, just couldn't stop it.
Hinson with the save. Den Herder into the lane. Miller open for 3, in and out. Back tap on the rebound. Out to Seitz. Seitz with a hard drive. Left-handed runner is good.
Great finish, and Bomo keeping that play alive. Riley up the floor, quickly back the other way. Left-handed layup, no good, but he's fouled. Bomo, defending player.
Riley tries to go coast to coast there and gets his defender on his hip all the way to the rim, and he gets himself to the line for a couple of free throws. Den Herder picks up the foul.
It's a good job by Riley, recognizing the defense not very quick to react in transition. He takes it to the rack. He's going to be rewarded with a couple free throws, but he can't hit on the first. And Bomo off. Cummings back into the fray.
Yeah, Riley shooting 35% from the line.
10:03 remaining here in the first half. Riley on the second. That one short.
Looked decidedly uncomfortable on that second one.
It was an ugly display from the stripe for AVC on that trip. Got to be better in that aspect. Miller with the ball, working against Dion Troop. Troop forcing him to the baseline, goes off with the foot of Miller. Out of bounds, back to the Marauders.
This is a tough assignment for Troop, trying to stay with Damian Miller, but he does a great job there. And this is what Dion Troop does for this Marauder team. Very physical, pressing defense.
Really like the job that Troop is doing so far. He's been double teamed a couple times, but he has found a bit of a window to operate in terms of relocating the basketball and defensively holding his own with Damian Miller. Bell looking for a cutter, looking for Brown coming across the lane. Instead gives off to Troop. Troop at the top of the keys, looking for Gianni Brown. Brown to his right, past the defender. Into the middle, can't get it to go. Den Herder tapped it, but Riley ends up with the ball. Back to Gianni Brown here. Sirocco Fallings going to reset the offense with a fresh clock.
You know, Mike, I thought that Gianni Brown in the Compton tournament seemed a little out of sorts in the offense. I like the way that he's come out tonight, a lot more purpose.
Troop says, you're not going to guard me. I'm going to fire away. Back the other way. Seitz to the bucket. Left-hander, no good, but he's fouled. Foul going to go against Sirocco Fallings. Yes. See it on the replay here. Seitz, this is great recognition. Great separation. Rocco got to be better. Timeout on the floor.
Seitz, I really like the offensive game. You can see why he scores over 20 a game. And he's that kind of guy who's got just enough speed that you have to respect his shot, and he knows how to get you on his hip, get himself to the line.
21-17, full timeout. 8:57 to go in the first half. Back in a moment.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
First free throw up and good by Seitz.
Seitz shoots 86% from the line.
Well, if you have the green light from 30, you're probably pretty good from the stripe. Second free throw also good. Good shooter's roll. The lead out to 6 here for the Jets.
More pressure from Miramar.
And one. It's a great job by Gianni Brown. Jeff, you made a great point earlier talking about the offensive game for Gianni Brown back in the Compton tournament. Didn't really assert himself on day 1 or 2. In day 3, a lot different in terms of the way he came out and asserted himself offensively. Big reason why they won that game over a team that looked pretty good in the host team in Compton, in the Tartars.
Yeah, averages 10.4 a game, so this is a guy who can score. No question about it when he sets his mind to doing that.
Brown can't get the roll. Gomesy fighting for the rebound. Finally comes off. That was Artis Chapman.
A lot of troubles early from the line for Antelope Valley. And again, this is another tough opponent in a game that you expect to be close in the second half.
Yeah, I believe they're 0 for 5 from the stripe. Here's Antelope Valley. Seitz, that's a 12-footer, off the back iron. Gomesy up high for the rebound. The Marauders trailing by 4, 8:17 to go. Here in the first half, game 2 of the Miracosta Cleat Adelman Classic, second annual edition. Gomesy down low, gets blocked by the bottom of the backboard. It's out of bounds, going to go off of Sirocco Fallings and back to the Jets.
Yeah, Gomesy establishes position, but in a bad spot. Really puts himself too far under the board, tries to go back for the turnaround. Not a good angle. Mike, I'll be interested to watch Blake Seitz the rest of the way here. He's come out clearly struggling from the field. It'll be interesting to watch as this game goes on. How does that affect his offensive game? How does he get himself untracked and back going in the right direction?
It's a great question. We're going to find out. Winner of this one gets San Bernardino Valley, and that's going to be a tall order for either team.
You start with a really good feed right there from Seitz as he finds Chapman down low. Another good pass, and that'll get Chapman to the line.
Seitz just a solid player, man.
Yep.
He reminds me of a little bit of Max Edwards for L.A. Pierce.
Yep.
Maybe not the best athlete in the gym. Got to tell you, the game plays it at a high level. First free throw up and good on the 1-and-1 for Chapman.
Chapman comes in shooting 58% from the line. Third on the team, 11.2 points per game.
Oh, Chapman not so good on the second. That was a Ben Wallace special.
Yeah, he might have charitably just grazed the iron on that. From our angle, we can't quite tell, but gets 1 out of 2.
Yeah, a pretty good angle on the shot underneath the backboard. 24-19, 7:38 to go in the first half. Riley up top to Sirocco Fallings.
And a 2-3.
Steven Johnson.
Sorry, Michael, 2-3 zone now for the Jets.
Johnson nearly threw that away. Fallings from the corner, and a long 2 catches nothing. Seitz. Miller turns on the Jets. Aptly so. Left-handed layup off of the rim, rolling off. Perry with a rebound. Off to Riley. Sirocco Fallings just does not look comfortable out there. Got to enter at the high post. Steven Johnson from way downtown. You talk about having a green light. from deep. Steven Johnson.
You know, he's 5 feet behind the line there, but he still has his feet ready to shoot, and it's well within his range.
Maybe a bit of a travel there. They get away with it. Miller, reverse layup. That's good.
Another good feed inside. That time it was Kobe Gaddy dropping the dime to Miller.
Riley, little inside-out dribble. Johnny Brown inside out. Looking for Johnson. Johnny Brown in the corner. Shot looked pretty good going up. Perry fighting for the rebound. Chapman comes down with it.
Yeah, in and out for Brown. Another good shot in rhythm.
Sights, that's way too easy. Perry overcommits defensively, does not move his feet, and Sights with the left hand.
I think I like the recognition by Sights as well there. Doesn't settle for the outside shot, gets the big man on him, goes to the crossover, finishes at the rim.
Goes to the open spot on the floor, receives the basketball, and is able to operate and make a move and free himself up. Sirocco near side, guarded by Sights. Johnson again from the top of the key, and check that. That was Riley.
Yeah, Riley doing his best Johnson imitation,
That's
though,
true.
draining the tray.
Similar haircuts, too. 10 and 11, respectively.
Antelope Valley back within 3.
Sights going to try to answer from way downtown, and he does.
Well, see, this is what we're talking about there. A good pass, then a good move, a layup. Now he's in the rhythm. Now he knocks one down from long range. That's not great news for Antelope Valley.
When you're facing a shooter like Sights, my high school coach, Craig Chapman, used to say, you better know what he ate for breakfast. How do you do that? You're going to be trailing him and in his grill the entire game. Sirocco to the bucket, can't get it to go. Perry trying to keep it alive. Gianni Brown can't come up with it. It's Chapman off to Miller. Back to Chapman near side. Gaddy trying to drive the baseline. He's blocked. He stepped on the baseline. Out of bounds.
That's a nice job by Perry, who just got beat on a dribble drive, beating Gaddy to the spot there. And Gaddy bounces off. Perry steps on the line and turns it over.
31-25. 5:12 to go in the first half. Marauders have trailed throughout. I think their last lead was 2-0. Brown looking for Perry down low. Miller gets a hand on it. Perry able to recover to it. Has to bring it back out. Pivots around, gives off to Riley. Riley jabs to his right. Nothing there. Brings it back out. 8 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. Riley with the bank shot. Good. Gets it to a 4-point disadvantage. Sights, you can't lose him in transition. Fires from 17. That shot off the mark. Little rush there from Sights.
Riley starting to feel it 5 in a row for the Marauders.
Well, he had the deep 3 from the top of the key. And he has a nice bank shot. He's shown very well here in the first half outside of a couple of missed point blank opportunities early on. 4:24 to go. 4-point deficit for the Marauders. Riley can't get that one off cleanly. It's stolen. It was Hinton that first got a hand on it. Here's Miller in transition. Back to Chapman in the corner. Shot up. Air ball. Brown trying to track down the rebound. Gaddy forces it off of Brown, and Brown can't contain it from going out of bounds.
Great hustle by Gaddy there, really forcing Brown to go after that ball, and ultimately the ball off of Brown.
Yeah, went off of Gianni Brown. Gomesy have to get back. So it's Gomesy, Perry. JP comes in for Riley, Bell, and Johnson on the floor right now. This is a dangerous group in terms of shooting the 3 ball. Bell, very, very adept from beyond the arc, as is JP. Gomesy, pretty good mid-range game. So time out on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second. We'll keep it here. 4:10 remaining. And Jeff, I like this lineup. Can they make it work though offensively in rhythm?
Well, if you're an Antelope Valley fan, this is the challenge for the team, and this is what you hope for later in the season. A lot of moving parts on this team, a lot of combinations for John Taylor and his staff to work through. Got to find out what ultimately works best for this team and what groups play well together.
Well, still trying to figure it out, but now you're at the midseason mark, and you win 3 in a row, and then you drop one big to ELAC. But the level of competition pretty high there, so you don't necessarily like the result, but your team's getting better because you're playing good competition. There's still a team here that lacks a sense of identity here. Who's going to be the guy? They have to establish an alpha. Last year it was Demarie Jones and Osi Nwachukwu, and this year, sometimes you get Gomesy, sometimes you get Julian Payton. Stephon Bell definitely has the talent, hasn't necessarily risen to the occasion consistently enough. Miramar inbounds, 4:09 to go. Gaddy double team, nearly threw it away off to Miller. Miller out Hinson from 3, no good. Bell up high for the rebound. Payton moves it into the front court. Brings it back out. He'll set up. Off to Gomesy on the far side. Gomesy looking for a pick. No, it's a double play. They're going to set up Johnson. Johnson not having his feet ready. Has to pass it off to Bell. Payton back to Johnson. Johnson plenty of room. 3 for 3. Yes.
Off the screen, and Johnson able to get a little bit of space.
Johnson Steven came up to me first off in the program. It says Steve. And he said, look, man, my name is Steven, not Steve. So not Steph, Steve, it's Steven. And he said, by the way, I'm going to get a couple triples for you today, and he's done exactly that. So Steven Johnson delivering here.
John Taylor on the sideline saying, you keep knocking down those threes, we'll call you whatever you want.
3:27 to go. It's a 1-point deficit for the Marauders. It's day 1 of the Cleat Adelman Classic live from Miracosta. Payton gets a little bit of a double team. Bell near side, didn't even think about the 3, not even turning and facing. They're going to set up a 2-3 zone look here from the Jets.
Yeah, Bell's in an odd man situation there. I'd like to see him with his athleticism take the ball to the basket and make something happen.
Great pick by Steven Johnson down low, frees up Tyreek Perry, and Perry finishes. First lead for Antelope Valley since 2-0. Miller brings it up ahead. Quickly off to Gaddy. Gaddy will fire from deep. That one off the mark. Bell up high for the rebound one more time. 2:55 to go in the first half. It's a 1-point lead for the Marauders, looking to add to it. Payton off to Gomesy. Johnson has found a groove offensively. Gaddy in his grill. Makes him reverse it. JP to Johnson. Johnson quickly with his feet. Another one? No. Bell, an offensive rebound on the weak side. Off to JP. Good room, good feet. Can't finish. That's going to be a foul here on Gomesy.
Miramar catches a break there. Miller lost Payton on the offensive rebound, and JP ended up with a very good look from 3.
They really did. I mean, we see the look right here. He had good feet there, and Sites a good job of selling that foul. It's a loose ball foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1 situation here for Blake Sites.
Of the 86% free throw percentage. Long run from Tyreek Perry here in this first half with Tinnen in foul trouble, and perhaps another player that John Taylor can start to work into the fold. Perry has had spotty minutes so far early in this season.
Perry, a 6'7" freshman from Tampa, Florida. The lead back to the Jets, 33-22 after 2 made free throws on a 1-and-1 from Blake Sites. He's for sure in double digits. We'll try and get a total for you at the half. 2:21 to go. Until then, JP with it, gives it off to Gomesy. Gomesy back to JP. He's got Stephon Bell at the mid-post. I don't know what you're doing if you're Stephon Bell. You're exactly where you want to be against that zone look. Wait for the ball. Be more patient. Talked about him having patience earlier. He didn't have it. Definitely didn't have it that time. Bailed out. Lost contact.
Yeah, Mike,
turnover.
he sets the back screen there for Perry and then pops into the high post and then seems surprised that the ball came his way.
Miller. Gaddy. Into the corner. Gets it back. Gaddy from 3. That's good. Kobe Gaddy.
And Johnson overcommits, and Gaddy with a little bit of space, and now a turnover in the backcourt.
Gomesy stepped on the end line, trying to inbound the basketball. Well, it was sloppy for a bit of a stretch early on there for the Marauders. They get the lead back, but then sloppy yet again. Now find themselves down 4. 36-32, 1:40 to go in the first half.
Trying to trap here with Perry. There's a very good passing team in Miramar.
Miller fouled by Perry. Well, Miller hasn't necessarily displayed an ability to shoot that ball out there, and if you're Perry, you have to do a better job of giving him a little bit more space and moving your feet laterally. First free throw, no good. Double bonus the rest of the way for the Jets. 1:30 to go in the first half. Johnson with it out front. He might shoot it from out there. A 2-3 look here. Payton, good reversal. Bell, good rhythm 3. It's short. Does he get a bounce? No. Gianni Brown. No, it's Perry on the rebound. Can't put it in point blank. Miller with a rebound for the Jets. Miramar back the other way with a 4-point lead. 1:08 remaining. Hinson into the corner. Great feed from Gaddy. Sights, he misses it. Wide open. The Marauders dodge a bullet there. Peyton in transition, quickly back the other way. That's a great job of transition defense from the Jets. Gomesy down low. Double team comes from Kobe. It's going to be a push. This will go against Artis Chapman. This will be a 1-and-1 for Gomesy. Good work there by Gomesy, and Chapman trying to hold his ground, but you see him bump Gomesy down low.
Yeah, Gomesy hasn't really been able to get into the fold offensively much in this first half, but you give him a lot of credit. He hasn't really forced it, looking for his opportunity.
I don't know if Antelope Valley has hit a free throw. Let's see if we can maybe get a stat here from the table.
Well, we'll have it in about 40 seconds. But it's been a struggle no matter what.
It really has. Miller turning the corner. Nice job by Johnson cutting him off. He has to bring it back. They lose Gaddy. Kobe.
Yeah, Gomesy tries to close out, but he's late and Gaddy too open.
Kobe Gaddy, his second triple in the first half, gets it out to a 7-point advantage. I believe this is the largest lead in the first half. Johnson from three, and he responds.
Stevie, 3 threes in the first half.
Hey, it's Steven, not Stevie. Quick steal, Sights with a block, gets it back. Little redemption there for Blake after the turnover. Looked like he was fouled. Here's Gaddy, 2 seconds on the clock. Steal by Gomesy, and we'll go in at the half, 39-35. Antelope Valley trailing by 4 to Miramar. You are watching the Cleat Adelman Classic live from Miracosta here on SoCal College Sports.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram Commercial Truck Center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
At the Cochran firm, we are one of the few firms that is not afraid to go to trial. And when they see our name come across their desk, they know that you have hired a firm that will go all the way, that will never stop, that will keep going, that will keep pushing until you have the justice that you're looking for.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Second half underway. 39-35. San Diego Miramar with the 4-point lead. Miller in control, drops a pass to Seitz. The leaner, rims no good. Rebound on the floor, Den Herder battling. And now it's on the floor, and what's the call? Gonna have a jump ball here, I believe.
Jump ball, and ball's going to the Marauders.
So Antelope Valley will get it back. Seitz went all 20 minutes in the first half, Michael. As he comes out with Miller and Den Herder in the backcourt. Cole Cummings, Blake Seitz, and Artis Chapman on the floor for the Jets. Meanwhile, the Marauders counter with Riley and Follings, Brown, Bell, and Gomesy. Back on the floor, Gomesy in the low post. Turnaround shot, had that one blocked on the way up, but it's recovered by Follings. Shot clock at 11.
Really good offense there from AVC, getting it into Gomesy. Gomesy just got to finish.
Great position, working on Den Herder. That's a very tough matchup for Karsten Den Herder. He's giving away a lot of weight, and Gomesy went right to work.
You have to work earlier in the shot clock defensively to keep Gomesy from getting that type of position, and that's just easy money for Ellie Gomesy.
39-37, back to a 2-point game. Another tight one for the Marauders. What else is new? Den Herder working on Bell. Swings it outside to Chapman. Over to Seitz. Seitz driving on Riley. Good defense by Jalen Riley. Shot clock at 10. Cummings fouled by Gomesy. Cummings gets him in the air with the pump fake, Michael.
You have to be more disciplined defensively there. I mean, you like the effort from Gomesy, but why do you have to bring your hands down? That's why the foul's called.
Cummings got into foul trouble early. Played just 8 minutes in the first half and returns with 2 fouls to start the second half. Gets himself to the line. And free throw well short. Well, both teams really having their struggles at the line. In particular, Antelope Valley.
0 for 4.
0 for 4. I thought I remembered a 5th one in there, but meanwhile, with the second make, Miramar definitely better, 9 out of 12 now as a team from the line. So an advantage there and a 3-point advantage on the scoreboard. Brown on the wing. Gomesy again down low against Den Herder. Double team comes from Miller. Drop step and a layup for Gomesy.
The offense every time down should be going through Ellie Gomesy.
Yeah, it's a great job of exploiting the matchup for the Marauders. 4 straight. Chapman outside to Seitz. Riley nearly had the steal. Back to Chapman. They're working around Den Herder for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Brown.
Slow down. Let Gomesy get set. What?
Riley. That pass batted around and a steal for Miramar. Chapman in from the right. Left-handed scoop is good. Chapman goes coast to coast.
Slow down. Let Gomesy get set.
42-39 and a timeout. And John Taylor wants to talk it over, and you wonder if that's going to be exactly what's on his mind, Michael.
Nobody can stop him.
Yeah, I mean, 4 in a row, and he's establishing That's Kevin McHale type position. He's getting down there. He's about 2 feet from the basket.
And name me one person that by themselves can knock him off of his spot.
Yeah.
There's nobody in this gym, including your 6'10" color commentator right now.
And nobody that we've seen, I think, from Miramar, a somewhat undersized team. But the Marauders don't take full advantage. 17:59 to go in a 3-point game.
What's frustrating about that possession there in the turnover previous to this possession is the fact that they didn't wait, and the fast break wasn't there. There's no break. There's nothing there, and Riley's going right into the teeth of the defense, and because they're trying to establish and not everybody's on the same page, it's an easy turnover.
Well, what do you do in this situation if you're Miramar? How do you expect them to come out and combat this moving forward? Obviously, Nick Gaylor's over there talking to his team right now, but they tried running a double team the second time down. Gomes, was still able to score. But what do you do if you're Miramar?
If you're Miramar?
Yeah, in that situation.
You send the third guy.
Okay.
You keep on sending them until they stop it. And right now, because the second guy still isn't getting there on time, and Gomesy's having his way.
Up to the full Shaq treatment where you send all 5 guys.
Yeah, and when you send 5 guys, and then you send the coach. And even then, Gomesy might get through that. But that's the thing, though. You have to adjust. And then offensively, when that third guy comes over, Gomesy has to do a better job of getting the ball out, reversing the basketball, knowing that that's going to come in. Look, he's got position again.
Turnaround shot is short. Rebound tapped outside, and Den Herder tracks it down for Miramar.
And Gomesy just rushes that, and he's short.
Back to Den Herder. In from the right, hanging, shot off the glass, no good. Bell tries to touch the pass outside, but it's out of bounds, and a whistle comes in. This is going to stay with Miramar.
It's going to be white ball. Yeah.
Cummings. Push in the back.
Yeah.
On Cummings. That's the third on Cummings.
That's a good job by the refereeing crew. And this is second game here today, San Bernardino Valley with a win earlier today over at Grossmont. Refereeing crew in both games has been very good.
Marauders get the weave going. Riley.
Where's the spacing?
Dribble.
What are we doing?
Shot clock at 11. Out to Bell. High post
Turn
to
face,
Gomesy.
clear out.
Off to Bell, step back.
Good.
Passes outside, open shot for Follings off the back iron. Gomesy trying to get on the offensive glass, but he picks up the offensive foul.
You can't just jump over somebody. That's a great job by Chapman holding his box out. And is that number 3 on Gomesy? Gomesy, that's his third. So it was Follings with 2 coming into this half. Gomesy with 2. Julian Payton with 2 fouls.
And Jelon Tinnen, I believe.
Tinnen just checks in. The ball came right now. So foul trouble for some major players.
Miller right around Follings. No one picks him up. And he finishes at the rim. Back to a 5-point lead for Miramar. Well, Follings out there giving pressure, Michael, and he gets no help once Miller gets around him.
It's like in football when you expect safety help over the top. Safety help not there that time. Is an easy layup for Miller.
Yeah, you put that kind of pressure on Damian Miller, he's going to get around you.
So now who's he going to be?
Brown on the drive. Kicks it outside. Bell open for 3. That's good.
That's great offense there. Brown, Bell with the finish from 3.
First points of the game for Stephon Bell. A big 3. Gets Antelope Valley back within 2. Den Herder warding off Follings. Out of the double team, Miller will try for 3. Rimming no good. A foul on the rebound. Is this going to go on Tinnen?
Tinnen, his third.
Looks like Cummings took a shot to the face. He's going to walk it off. Tinnen with his third foul. 16-11 to go in the game. Den Herder checks out. Edgar Lopez returns, and Lopez gave the Jets a big lift in the first half. Comes off the bench, making his first appearance of the season.
By the numbers, he was pretty impressive his first run of the year.
Miller will bring it in. Baseline left. Lopez open for 3. Rims high, no good. Tinnen getting way up, but Cummings has the rebound, and a foul on the putback is going to send Cole Cummings to the line. Well, Tinnen got way up there for that rebound, but it was Cummings who came away with the basketball.
Easy call.
Good job by Cummings, staying with it. And he will head to the line where he shoots 73%. That one's up and good. Now for the Marauders, Michael, they just keep on getting themselves to the doorstep, but they can't seem to get over the top against this Miramar ball club. And it's held the lead almost throughout. Early lead for Antelope Valley. They briefly took the lead late in the first half, but the Jets have come back and have now
Reverse
opened
it
up.
One more. Oh,
A
that bell
4-point
wide open
lead.
on the far side.
Follings. Checked by Chapman. Out to Riley. Riley a drive on Lopez, and Lopez picks up the foul. That's going to be just the second team foul on Miramar. Antelope Valley, meanwhile, with 4 team fouls early in this second half.
Really don't understand why Antelope Valley's so apprehensive at finding the open man.
Riley at the top of the key. He will back off and call a play. Shot clock at 7. Around a 10-inch screen.
Wow.
Riley has that one blocked on the way up, but the Marauders getting on the offensive glass. And it's Tinnen who comes down with it, gets fouled, and he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. It's going to go against Lopez again.
Lopez or Cummings.
Looked like they called Lopez, I believe. Lopez with a couple of quick fouls. And I believe if it's on Lopez, that's his 4th. That one in and out for Tinnen. One more free throw coming, and I believe, unless I've forgotten one here early in the second half, Michael, the Marauders are still 0 for the line, and Tinnen 0 for 2. All kinds of struggles on free throws. Lopez jets in from the right, but Bell's still with him. Lopez working one-on-one against Stefan Bell, tries to hook a pass to Cummings. Instead, it's an offensive foul.
Yeah, Lopez pressing a little bit too much there. Tinnen, good job recognizing player out of control. Step in here, take a charge. He does exactly that.
And that'll bring Jalen Hinson into the game, as Lopez, I believe, has fouled out. That's unofficial. We'll keep track of that. Meanwhile, the Marauders get it back, trailing by 4. Steven Johnson has returned for Antelope Valley, so it's Peyton and Johnson in the backcourt with Bell, Brown, and Jalon Tinnen on the floor.
Better guard him.
Johnson with 3 threes in the first half, led the way for Antelope Valley with 9 points. Tinnen tries to enter it down low, and a foul. That's going to go against Cummings on the reach-in. It's Gianni Brown, and for Cummings, that's number 4. Oh, unbelievable. I can't believe that. That's going to go against Chapman. I thought surely I saw Cummings reach in from behind. But Chapman picks up the foul, and that's a break for Miramar. Brown, meanwhile, hits the free throw. So Gianni Brown with one more coming. And the second one rims off. So 1 out of 2 for Brown, 46-43. Miramar with the lead and the ball. Miller looks around to Seitz screen. Now Seitz pops out. Good feed down low to Mabamo. He's fouled on the way up.
It's a good feed there, and then Bamo right to the bucket. Johnson late to react defensively.
Well, Seitz 4 out of 12 from the field in the first half, but Michael, the passing has been very impressive for Seitz. Seen a couple of very good passes and another one there.
And obviously he's the engine that makes this team go. Bamo well off on the first.
Yeah, Seitz 1.4 assists a game. How is it that low of a total? And that's not too bad, but I think to the point of not only is he a very good passer, but the offense runs through him a lot. It's surprising.
Tinnen gets into it with Chapman, and Chapman going to go to the line for a 1-on-1 situation, and that's 4.
That is not the way you want to pick up your 4th foul with 14:44 to go.
No.
You already got Gomesy in some foul trouble. Now Tinnen. in deep foul trouble. Will we see Tyreek Perry again? Chapman hits the first free throw. The disparity in free throw percentage been perhaps the key stat so far in a 4-point game. One more coming for Chapman. That's well short. Payton has the rebound. Payton quickly back the other way. 4-point game.
Shoot that.
Johnson has Mbamo on the switch. Enters it down low. Brown hangs in the air, missed the shot. Tinnen with the offensive rebound. His follow is
Get
up.
it to go. Oh.
No good, but a foul called. Tinnen denied the and one opportunity, but he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws.
Better job here by Antelope Valley asserting themselves physically, especially on the offensive rebound. Tinnen put back opportunity, but he misses and he's fouled.
A couple of shots there of how do those not stay down.
Mm.
And another miss at the line for Tinnen.
Well, I know how that did.
Tinnen shoots 36% from the line. Second one coming, and that's no good as well. Another empty trip at the line. Artis Chapman in some trouble in the backcourt. Miramar breaks the press momentarily, but Seitz can't find the handle, and the turnover gives it back to Antelope Valley.
Push.
Payton in transition. Into the corner, 4-3, rimming no. Rebound tapped up on the floor, and now Miller's got it for the Jets. Johnson had a great look for three, but couldn't get it to go.
It's a great find, a no-look feed from Payton looking off the defender. Uh-oh.
Seitz for three, around and out. Payton high up for the board.
Give me that.
JP tries to get the transition pass out, but Seitz steps in front. Seitz in on Tinnen.
Number 5.
And a blocking call, and Tinnen is done. Number 5 on Jalan Tinnen. And Seitz going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. So Dion Troop, Matthew Sykes at the scorer's table for Antelope Valley. And Coach John Taylor is going to have to go a little bit smaller with his lineup, coming in with Troop and Sykes. Meanwhile, Seitz heads back to the line. I believe Seitz is perfect from the line so far today. I don't know, Michael, if you have that.
Seitz so far is perfect, stays perfect.
48-43.
It's 5 for 5 now.
Up and good. Back out to a 6-point lead. And the Jets come with the full court pressure. Sykes back to Troop. Troop ahead to Payton. In the corner, Bell will try for three and hit again.
Love
Stephon
that.
Bell with a couple of threes here in the second half.
He's hit a couple. That's a poor job by Miramar losing the shooter.
Seitz into the lane, drives to the hoop, no good.
Good.
Rebound, Payton.
Push, got numbers.
Payton
Wow.
fouled by Miller at half court. That is the 6th team foul. 3-point game, 49-46.
Bonus 1-1 the rest of the way for both teams. Chapman comes off, Kobe Gaddy back into the mix. Well, bad news for Antelope Valley. Haven't played the best game. Out of a 10, I'd say they played about a 4. Good news is they're down 3 with 13:05 to go.
Can they finish? Johnson between the circles around to Sykes. Shot clock at 14. Troop, checked by Gaddy.
Gotta get something
Off
going
to
here.
Johnson. Johnson starts a drive, now forces one up and scores.
Tough shot.
Steven Johnson with 11.
Well, hey, look, if nobody's going to guard me, I'm going to make something happen.
Miller, hard drive. Mbama with the finish. Well, we talked about nearly 6 assists a game, and Miller with a good pass there, beats his man into the lane, and then finds Mbama for the finish.
Well, I like where AVC is at right now. You know, a lot of lack of continuity here because you have key players in foul trouble for Antelope Valley.
Bell working on Seitz, kicks it back outside to Sykes. Long three, no good. Rebound on the floor, and Troop tracks it down. Second chance for Antelope Valley. Peyton with a fresh shot clock. Gets a Bell screen. The runner for JP, no good. Rebound tapped around.
And
it's going to stay with Antelope Valley.
See that one more time here, and then last
Third
person to touch
points.
this. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, I think it's a good call.
Yeah. Up top here, let's see if Mbama. Yeah, Mbama last touch it.
So hard to keep Stefan Bell off of the offensive glass with his leaping ability, and right there, I think that leaping ability goes a long way toward creating another opportunity.
That's a foul.
Bell with Miller on him down low, but it's Miller who gets the steal. Seitz all the way to the rim. He's fouled. He's going to head to the line for a couple of free throws.
How do you call that foul and not? Can I go back to the one down low here?
Can we get all the way back there?
Watch this. That's a hug. You pull down with the right hand, reach across with the left. Just watch this one more time. Bell's going to go in, going to set a screen. He's going to get pulled down. That's a foul. You can't reach over through the offensive player. And on the other end, Seitz gets a call.
Well, it's a very big call. Not only did he not get the line, but it ends up with Seitz 86% from the line, able to get himself to the line. One free throw here, and it's potentially a full 4-point turnaround.
It's essentially, yeah, exactly right.
53-48, 5-point game. Troop against full court pressure. Over to Sykes. Peyton, checked by Hinson. Back to his right, back outside Johnson for three. That's good. Steven Johnson, 14 in the game with 4 threes.
Hot hand continues for Steven.
53-51, Hinson dancing on the dribble. This is Gaddy. Back outside, Hinson with a drive on Sykes. Leaner is good. Nice job by Jalen Hinson with the left hand.
That's a tough shot.
55-51. 4-point game. Troop a standing dribble.
It's a 2-3 shell here. Good.
Johnson fakes the three into the lane, lost the handle. Here come the Jets. Hinson
Babel.
Off to Seitz for three, short.
Board it.
Rebound on the floor, and Bell rips it down. Peyton off to Bell.
See, that's one where he's got to step into the three.
Peyton fakes the three.
That's great
Short
offense.
corner for Sykes, and he scores.
It's great offense there from the Marauders. Seitz quickly back the other way. Crafty with the left again.
A little hesitation, and you have to respect Sykes' ability to pass the ball and find the open man. But the misdirection, and he gets in for the layup.
9:53 to go, 57-53. The Jets with a 4-point lead on top of the Marauders. It's game 2 of the Cleat Adelman Classic, day 1. Sykes down low, fouled, going to the line.
Good job by Sykes, continuing to work the baseline off the ball. We just saw him scoring a short corner jumper, and that time cutting to the basket. Gets to the line for a couple of free throws.
And if you're Sykes, you got to finish that, man. I mean, that's a soft foul not to get an and one. 9:44 to go. Sykes, 2 free throws coming. First one up and good.
Antelope Valley showing their.
I'd be interested to see, sorry here, Jeffrey, if that's the first free throw made today by the Marauders.
It's not. There was one earlier made by Brown in this second half, but I believe it's only the second that they have made in this game. In a game they trail by just 3. I mean, that's heartbreak, Michael, if you're an Antelope Valley fan. Those kind of missed opportunities. It's a nice response by the Marauders with Tinnen having fouled out, Gomesy in foul trouble. Coach John Taylor goes a little bit small. Troop and Sykes come on, give good minutes. It's a little different look, and Antelope Valley hanging around here, still within 2.
I really like here with Peyton and Fallings on the floor. Troop gonna have to handle his own defensively, doing pretty good against Miller. Sykes way downtown, bang.
Well, Fallings is on him, and Seitz just has the kind of height where he's going to be able to get his shot off against Rocco.
Yeah, and Rocco's got to understand, he's got that kind of range. If he's in the logo, he has that kind of range. You got to be careful. Back out to a 5-point lead for the Jets. JP with it on the far side, working against Kobe Gaddy. Inside out, can't get it to go. Cummings with the foul. Is that Cummings' 5th?
I believe it's his 4th. Watch Payton here. That's a nice job by Seitz defensively as you watch this go straight up, able to back off just enough that he doesn't pick up the foul call on the drive by Payton.
Great job here from Fallings on the weak side rebound. He goes to the line, hits on the first. Make your free throws, you're going to be right in this. Trail it by 4, 9:05 to go. Second free throw up, in, out, back in again for Sirocco Fallings. 60-57, 9 minutes and counting here in the second half. Miller driving on Troop, not there. Great defense. Gaddy inside, down low. Cummings traveled. Travel! Oh my goodness. Can I see that one more time? Look, he gets it. He hops into it. Then he's bumped.
Are they going to say that Payton picked up the foul before the feet shuffled?
That's pretty special.
Ends up being the call. It's a significant call. That's a big turnaround. Instead, you get Cummings at the line for Miramar.
Free throw up and good for Cummings. Looked pretty smooth.
You know, Michael, if you're Antelope Valley in this situation, and I think they're doing a good job of this, but you've got no time to worry about this kind of thing. You're in a tight ball game here. It's a little bit of an uphill battle against a team that is not giving up this lead, and you got to just keep on playing.
62-57, under 9 to go. Troop with it on the far side. It's Troop, Fallings, Payton, Gianni Brown, and Steven Johnson in. Brown sets a screen, kicks it out. Payton from 3. Yes, sir. Julian Payton cuts it to a bucket. 62-60. Good recognition from JP. Seitz way downtown. He's fouled by Fallings.
Well, we just saw a minute ago, Fallings gave a little room to Seitz. He knocks down the 3. You can see the adjustment here for Fallings much more quickly, but gets him with the body, sends him to the line. And hey, welcome to the world of trying to defend a really, really, really good shooter.
Just get the hand up. You don't have to walk through the offensive player. I mean, Seitz, you know, he's from the Kevin Martin, James Harden school. He knows how to sell fouls. Unfortunately, you know, at this level, the referees are usually going to bite. First free throw, miss. First free throw, not good. Second free throw, well, hey, little Rasheed Wallace here. Ball don't lie.
Seitz had been so very good from the line.
Well, he rushed the
first
first
2 misses.
He rushes the first 2. Let's see if he slows down. He's doing exactly that, going through his routine. Buries this one. 63-60, 8:22 to go. Troop brings it up, working against a soft double team. Here comes Seitz. Troop working past it, wide open down low is Steven Johnson. Johnson tries to lay it up and in. Brown on the follow, no good. Tapped out of bounds and saved by Kobe Gaddy to Seitz. Johnson fouls Seitz, and Seitz again sells it. 2 free throws coming to Blake Seitz. Again.
Just a short window for Steven Johnson down low. Not able to convert.
Steven Johnson thinking that he's, 6'8", 6'9". Look, if the first one's not there, you got to kick it out. Maybe dribble and go see if you can get yourself a 3. That's your game. Gomes-y.
Mass substitutions on the way for Antelope Valley.
Riley and Sykes getting ready to check back into this one.
Tell you, Michael, I know you got to give Dion Troop a blow here if you're John Taylor on that sideline, but I think Dion Troop has done far and away the best job on Damian Miller.
Agreed. He's going to get a blow right here, but defensively, the new group that's in, you have to understand what you're doing defensively, who you have, make sure you're matched up. Got some shooters, some dangerous shooters out there. You got Gaddy, you have Seitz, Miller, good on the drive. Chapman has shown an ability to shoot it from deep. 2 free throws up and good. Timeout on the floor, going to be taken by the Jets. They're up by 5 with 8:09 to go. You are watching 3C2A men's basketball, the Cleat Adelman Classic, live from Miracosta.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram Commercial Truck Center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, just
8:04 remaining here, 65-60. Miramar on top of Antelope Valley. Marauders with the ball. Sykes with up top. They're looking for Gianni Brown. Brown can't handle the pass. It's turned over. Miller in transition now for the Jets. Looking to add to a 5-point lead. Chapman in the lane. Floater up and good.
No rotation. Only steps up to challenge the shot, and Chapman able to knock it down.
JP will bring it up. Payton working against Miller. Gives off to Gianni Brown for Riley. Riley, Sykes driving down low. That's too easy. Sykes misses point blank, gets it back, puts it up and in.
That's a big possession for Antelope Valley, Michael. Starting to slip away just a little bit. Then Sykes misses the chippy right there, but able to get his own rebound. Keep it at 5 points here. It's been a frustrating afternoon for Antelope Valley trying to get over the hump against a Miramar team that just will not relinquish this lead.
7:14 to go. Looks like we have a full timeout. Well, trying to get the athletes a breather, doing the broadcasters a favor. We're getting a breather as well. Back in a moment.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
$7:14 to go in the second half. It's a 5-point lead for Miramar yet again. And this is kind of the gap here that we've seen throughout the game. AVC was able to take the lead at the end of the first half, then it got a little sloppy again. Gave it right back up, and Miramar has led ever since. Damian Miller with the ball, guarded by Julian Payton. Off to Seitz. Seitz has that type of range. One dribble to his left, shot up, that's not good. Rebounded, tracked down by Julian Payton. Up ahead quickly. This is Riley in transition. Riley trying to get going. Out of bounds. Back to the Jets it go.
A little bit rushed again in transition, and Riley just loses the handle on the way up.
Just a little bit. Miller driving the lane, kicks out, looking for Seitz. Seitz has to track it down, pass a little bit off the mark. Chapman working against Payton.
Good hands.
Turnover. Chapman, point blank, he'll lay it up and in.
I'm trying to get the break going, but it's Miller who has been.
I believe there was an inadvertent whistle there. I thought there was a stoppage in play. No call was made, and, well, it benefited Miramar.
Miller's been so effective stepping into those passing lanes, intercepted a couple of outlet passes in this one.
To a 7-point lead. Sykes with it, looking inside for Brown. Chapman, that's a good feed inside. Brown can't get it to go, gets his rebound, puts it up and in.
Nice job staying after it after Cummings comes on the double team. And Miramar momentarily looked like they had that play well defensed. But good work, and the Marauders get the hoop and back within 5.
Nice find down low, no look, and it's stolen.
Yeah, Seitz thinks Chapman's going to keep rolling toward the basket there. The pass a little off the mark.
Chapman probably should have. Would have been an easy layup. Instead, it's turned over. The Marauders now with the basketball. Miller in the passing lane. Instead, the ball comes to Riley. Looking down low. Gomesy point blank. Left-handed layup is good. 69-66. The lead down to 3 here for the Jets.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Gomesy after he got in a little bit of foul trouble, but he's still just as good in the low post as he was early in that second half.
Might want to find that guy. Defensively, you might want to find that guy. Get a hand up. Gaddy from the corner, short corner. That's no good. Rebounded by Ellie Gomes. Riley will bring it up. Riley looking for some space down low. He's going to be fouled. Look, he's going to get a call here. Riley is. I don't know what he's looking at. There's nothing there. There's 2 defenders there. There's Miller and Chapman, and Riley's just lowering his head. And that's your point guard.
Yeah, Seitz ends up picking up the foul. I think Michael, he saw Blake Seitz, and he thought this is a matchup I can do something with, and I don't know if that's the best thing. But it does work this time down, and ultimately Riley's able to get himself to the line for a couple of free throws.
Two of them buried from Riley. And the Jets by the slimmest of margins at 69-68, 4:51 to go.
This is where Miramar has come up with something every time.
Payton with the block on the far side. And a chance for the Marauders to take the lead right here. That's a terrific job. Good read up top there by Julian Payton. Looking down low for Fallings. Fallings lays it up, can't get it to go, and rebound to Miramar.
Yeah, Cummings able to come up with that board.
Seitz trapped in a corner, looking to kick it out. Hinson lost it, but he's fouled by Julian Payton. I want to say that's his 4th.
Boy, Hinson had Chapman wide open, but elected to put it on the floor and drive, and he does get himself to the line for a pair of free throws.
Is that his 5th? 5th foul on Julian Payton.
That'll bring Gomesy back, so now Marauders will go a little bit bigger with Brown and Gomesy on the floor together.
Both teams in the double bonus. First free throw off the mark from Hinson.
Hinson shoots 64% from the line.
Second free throw rattles in. 4:19 to go. And right now, you got to work to get the ball to Ellie Gomesy down low. It's going to be fouled. And if they're going to do that, I'll take that every day of the week. If you're going to try and ride him and try to defend him from getting to his spot, you're probably going to have to foul him, and that's going to be easy money.
Mike, with Gomesy and Brown on the floor together in this matchup, I'd love to see Steven Johnson get back on the floor.
Agreed. Only problem is that when you get Johnson on the floor, Johnson not a ball handler, and you lose rebounding if you were to bring him in for Sykes, and Sykes can hit the deep ball. Also good from the free throw line. You lose a ball handler. You already have JP fouled out of the game. Fallings and Riley are going to have to be your guys handling the basketball the rest of the way.
Johnson's played a lot of this game with Dion Troop on the floor. Those two usually seem to get a lot of their minutes together.
Steal
Good
here.
hands.
This is Riley. Riley up ahead of the pack. Lays it up and in. And the lead back to the Marauders at 72-7.
First lead of the second half.
3:49 to go. We'll have a timeout called by Miramar. I thought there was no possession. You can't call that in the pass. Let's see this again.
Well, it all starts with Riley, and it finishes with Riley. So it was Jalen Riley and only Jalen Riley on that play, giving the Marauders the lead.
Full timeout taken. We'll do the same. 3:47 to go, and the Marauders now with a 2-point lead.
At the Cochran firm, we are one of the few firms that is not afraid to go to trial. And when they see our name come across their desk, they know that you have hired a firm that will go all the way, that will never stop, that will keep going, that will keep pushing until you have the justice that you're looking for.
.347 to go, 2-point lead for Antelope Valley. The Jets from Miramar with the ball, and it's been a back and forth affair here in Game 2 of the Cleat Adelman Classic, second annual edition.
And Mike, we've made the point and talked about how this game, what it means for Antelope Valley and what they've been battling with this one. San Diego Miramar in a bit of a struggle themselves, coming in having lost 3 in a row, and this would be a heck of an opportunity to get away from them if they can't pull this one out. They've led most of the way. Let's see how they respond.
Near steal for Sirocco Fallings, but he throws it right to Miller, and now the Jets with numbers. Inside look, Sykes taps it away. Ball in a scrum for it is everybody, and do we have a timeout called or a jump ball called? The arrow in favor of the Jets, so it's going to stay here.
Well, this is a nice job here watching Sykes anticipate and step into that passing lane. At times, the Marauders have been a little slow to rotate defensively here this afternoon, but Sykes that time gets into the lane.
Sykes looking for Chapman. Chapman kicks it over to Miller. Miller working against Fallings. He's had his way pretty much all day. It's good defense there that time by Rocco. Hinson from 17. Cummings with a rebound. Sykes thought about it from 3. Instead, will drive the lane. Floater up. That's not good. Sykes with a rebound. Gianni Brown turned his ankle.
I think
he's
Sykes
slow to get up.
Thinks he got hit on the arm. Didn't get the call.
Yeah, Gianni Brown still down. We have a injured player on the floor.
Brown is up onto his feet, but clearly favoring that left foot.
Can we maybe see that again there, Emery? See if we can bring that back here, see exactly what had happened. Looks like he just turned that left ankle.
Yeah, did he maybe come down on someone's foot? A lot of bodies in the lane there on the drive by Sykes, and Brown with a struggle. And they're going to help him over to the trainer's table, and I think we have to at least think at this point that we're not likely to see Gianni Brown get here today.
Enter Stephon Bell. This is a big moment for Bell to really come into his own in crunch time. Tough spot here for the Marauders, already down a big. And Jelon Tennant already fouled out. They're down. Julian Payton also fouled out. And now Gianni Brown out of the fray. Bell on the baseline, has it, banks it home. No, but he's fouled.
Good hard drive by Stephon Bell. A lot of good things can happen when you get yourself going toward the basket, especially when you got the kind of athleticism that Stephon Bell has.
It's a great find there from Riley. We see it down low, and he's bumped with the body by Chapman.
You just have to imagine with a guy like Stephon Bell, from a coaching standpoint, you just want to impress upon him that with your ability to leap and do things athletically, if you get going toward the basket, you're going to get fouled a lot.
Yeah. Bell from the free throw line, 90%. Get that kid to the stripe. First free throw up and good.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity for Stephon Bell. 6 players for Antelope Valley average 9 points a game or higher. So this is the kind of team where it's going to be a different guy, maybe game after game. But this is a game where it could be Stephon Bell.
Yeah, situationally, now you have to think about putting the ball in his hands, up 4, under 3 to go. Miller driving the lane, driving it hard, gives off to Kobe Gaddy. Gaddy working against Bell, pulls up, and that's good. That just can't happen if you're Stephon Bell defensively. You have to be better. You can guard Kobe.
It's so tempting in this situation if you're Stephon Bell to think about offense and forget about defense.
That's exactly what happened there.
You got to play on both ends of the floor.
Gomesy down low, working against Sides. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Bell working hard for a second chance opportunity. There's a scrum for it. Going to be a jump ball, and this should stay.
Boy, Gomesy is getting himself good looks. Just pulled the string a little on the turnaround. But Ellie Gomesy can get about as good a look as he wants in the low post.
Inside, Riley banks it up, and man, so frustrating. You're point blank. You got to make that layup.
He splits the double team. He does 95% of the work, Michael. But not able to get the layup. Does get himself to the line, but he's had his struggles from the charity stripe.
Free throw up and good from Riley.
All he needed was a little Stoy-Jinx there, Michael.
That's all he needed.
Get him on track.
It's all in the jinx.
Look at that, 2 good-looking free throws for Riley. Back to a 4-point lead. Now you got to defend.
Rocco doing his part. Chapman from the corner. That one hits nothing but air. Gomesy throws it away. There's a foul.
Yeah, Gomesy anticipating that Follings is going to be ready for that ball, but Follings, watch here on the outlet, and Follings, I think he thinks that Riley is going to take this one. Probably a good assumption.
And that's a situation when you don't have Julian Payton on the floor. Things like that are going to happen.
Well, that is.
Is Gomesy out of the game now?
And that is.
Ellie Gomesy's just fouled out.
A deeply unfortunate way to lose Ellie Gomesy in this one. You'd done, again, all of the work. You force the bad shot. You get the rebound, and then you just cough it up, setting up your offense.
This has not been the best game here for Sirocco Follings. And right now in crunch time, I'm really thinking about bringing on Dion Troop. Troop's been very good, not only handling the basketball, but defensively. He's been fantastic on Damian Miller. First free throw up and good for Kobe Gaddy.
Well, this is close to a game saver right now if you're Miramar. A moment ago, they were down 4 and they'd given up the ball. But instead, you get the steal in the backcourt. Now it's back to a 2-point game with 2:05 remaining.
76-74. Nails starting to get chewed down.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram commercial truck center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
76-74, Antelope Valley by a bucket. They have the ball. Big story, no Jelon Tinnen, no Julian Payton, no Ellie Gomesy's just fouled out.
And it's the opposite of the great line from the movie Hoosiers. It's not a lonely bench right now for John Taylor. He's got a lot of company over there.
Well, good news is you got a lot of ball handlers out on the floor. Bad news is not much of an inside presence, and you're going to have to play bigger than you actually are. Sykes with the ball right now. Gives back to Riley. It's all about ball control here. You can't get exactly what you want in the half court minus Ellie Gomesy. Johnson's in the ball game right now. He'll hand off, and Johnson, one of those players you have to locate, especially from 3 if you're Miramar. Sirocco Follings. Johnson from 3. That one hits air. Riley trying to track it down. It's a shot clock violation. You got everything you wanted on that one except for a made bucket from Steven Johnson. That was a great look in the corner.
Yeah, Follings does the job getting into the lane. Finds Johnson. You can't draw it up any better, but Johnson can't connect.
You can't run a more perfect set outside of making the basket. They ran the shot clock all the way down. It's a wide open 3, and now Sykes a chance to take the lead for Miramar. Sykes wrong-footed on his jump. It's an offensive rebound, another opportunity for the Jets to tie it up or possibly take the lead.
Yeah, nobody puts a body on Kobe Gaddy on the rebound. He's able to tap it out.
Damian Miller off the Hinson, and Hinson lays it up and lays it in, tied up at 76 all.
Big time hoop for a guy averaging under 4 points a game, but Hinson steps up big.
We're under a minute to go. 76-76, Miramar and Antelope Valley. Game 2 of the Cleat Adelman Classic here from Miracosta. Riley looking for somebody at the high post. He gets a screen, goes to his left, kicks off into the corner. Sykes from 3. That one's off the mark, rebounded by Hinson. About an 8-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Look for Miramar to hold here. It wouldn't shock me if they'd call the timeout.
Go if you're the Marauders, you've got to rebound.
Waiting for some spacing here, and let Miller go to work, guarded by Sirocco Fallings. Crunch time here in Miracosta. Miller goes now, inside out dribble, kicks out to the corner. Gaddy from 3 for the lead. Kobe Gaddy. 9 seconds, you got to push.
No timeout.
Steven Johnson. 2 seconds to go. That's a good timeout because Johnson really did not have daylight to get up a 3, but they have to draw something up, down by 3, 79-76.
You know, Mike, they get the ball with 9 seconds left, but they run it down to 2.6 before they call the timeout. Does that surprise you?
No, I think Coach Taylor saw something maybe open up. Let's keep the replay here, Emery. I think Coach Taylor's thinking that something's going to free up, but then looked like Denherter did a pretty good job of closing out and closing the gap between him and Johnson, because Johnson has range up to about 28, 30 feet, and obviously he just airballed one from the corner that really would have been a dagger. But you take what you can get if you're Steven Johnson, and an opportunity here for AVC they're going to have to fire up a 3, trailing by 3 with only 2 seconds to go.
Well, obviously, if you're thinking about who to take it, it starts with Steven Johnson, who has 4 threes in the game.
Everybody right now on the floor can shoot 3s. Stephon, I would try to get the ball into Stephon Bell's hands because
Stephon Bell shoots 34% from 3.
What is he today? He's been pretty good from deep.
In the second half.
I don't know if he has the kind of range that Steven Johnson has, but considering his athletic ability, he can go up and get the basketball and get one off.
Well, you got time for maybe about one pass, catch and shoot here. A dribble or two or one more pass before you got to get a shot off, so it's got to happen pretty quickly.
And we'll have a timeout called by Miramar. 2.9 to go. It's a 3-point lead, courtesy of Kobe Gaddy for Miramar. Winner of this one gets San Bernardino Valley tomorrow. Loser gets Grossmont at noon. Right now looking like we're going to be bringing you a broadcast at noon tomorrow.
Yeah. Looks like we're here in the morning. Well, the final minute, the story here, the execution on offense, and you see Hinson, after an offensive rebound, able to drive and score to tie it up, and then the drive and kick to Kobe Gaddy. And if you're a fan of San Diego Miramar, you have to be very pleased about the way your team has responded in the final minute here after they give away the lead 5 in a row to take the 3-point lead with 2.9 remaining.
Well, the question is, who's going to be the man? And I'd say my money right now would be on Stephon Bell. Obviously, Steven Johnson, everybody's going to be keying in on him. Use him as a decoy. You know that they're going to be keying in on that. Stephon Bell, sneaky good from 3. Also, really good free throw shooter. So if you put in the hands of Stephon Bell, he shoots a 3 and he's fouled. Put you in a position to like your chances for hitting all 3.
See if they're going to try and run him off a screen from Sykes.
I think he's going to set the screen, then come off of it. That's exactly what happens. Sights. Riley from 3 nearly hits. 79-76 your final. As Miramar comes away with it, they got exactly what they wanted. They wanted to have Stevie Johnson come to the top. And Stephon Bell leaked to the corner near side, but the pass not there. Good defense by Seitz. Riley can't get the heave-ho to go. Thank you so much, everyone, to our sponsors, Hunter Dodge of the West and the Cochran firm. We'll end with some words from them. Your final, 79-76, Miramar winner over AVC.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram commercial truck center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
Again, a final 79-76. Miramar on top of Antelope Valley. Two more games coming up here today. Barstow, San Diego City, state runner-up last year, a champion from 2 years ago. And then tonight it'll be L.A. Pierce and the host school Miracosta, the Spartans, and the Brahmas. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes for the start of Barstow. The Vikings taking on the Knights.